It's the Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive, live from Pumps PB&J. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years in experience, licensed and insured, quality and integrity never get old at TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-853-0021. The Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive, live from Pumps PB and Jam, is sponsored by Ag South, Aiken Electric Cooperative, Amy Farm, Berry Insurance Agency, CM Tree Service, Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Gentry & Sons Fencing, H&R Block, KRA Exterminator, Lake Murray Property, Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperative, Mix of Soil, Motorcoat Paint and Body Car Sale, Newberry Hospital, Northland Cable, Pascon Robot Services, Perez Tire, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing, Pumps PB and Jam, Ramey Funeral Home, Reclaim Physical Therapy, Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, Saluda Young Farmers, Senator Billy Garrett, the Charlie Foundation, the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, the Ridge Baptist Association of Churches, the South Carolina Department of Education, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, the Wills Agency Nationwide Insurance, TimelessRoofingSC.com, and Tucker's Lawn Service and Landscape. We're so glad that you tuned in to Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive, live from Pumps PB&J. Call in your comments and questions at the Timeless Roofing call-in line, 864-980-7768. You're watching SALUDANow. Today they are, and we thank Ms. Lena, Louise, and Linda, all the big L's, for letting us come in today. And I'm always up here usually on Friday morning. I hadn't been lately because we've been having the sports drive, but I always try to come by here. I think y'all open Thursday and Friday for breakfast, right? Thursday and Friday breakfast, 5 to 9:30. Is it 5:30 to 9:30 or 6 to 10? I'm sorry. 6 to 10. And you can come on here 11 to 2 for lunch on Fridays, right? Thursday and Friday, and Sunday 11 to 2 too. So come on up here and have a good meal today. I always enjoy coming up here. I've been coming here since I was a boy. Been that long, and you'll want to come by and get your good breakfast. I tell you what, it's smelling good in here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I always look forward to coming in and eating, and I always tell people they got the best sweet tea in the state. So, matter of fact, just fixed me a cup just then. I was like a little Arnold Palmer for the morning.
Okay, little Arnold Palmer.
Little Arnold Palmer.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty much a regular in here, too, on Thursday and Friday mornings early, so it's a good place to swing in and get on out and start your day with a good breakfast.
That's good. I'm hearing you loud and clear, Jeffrey. You making all
Good
kinds of
deal.
noise over
That's
there.
me. I just wasn't getting my green light. That's why I was looking. I'm looking for that
Oh,
green
the
light.
green light.
Yeah, didn't
There's
have
my
green
buddy
light.
Pork Chop right there.
He don't even
Stanley
know you're
Pork
talking
Chop
about him this
Johnson, Fix it all right there. And I appreciate him because I tell you what, anything that breaks at the house, I'm calling him. No matter what it is, me and Daddy and Mama. We're going to call Pork Chop. All right. Well, when we come back, we'll be back close pretty quick
Yeah, I can
after
see
this
it, man.
commercial
I'm good.
break. You're watching the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive live from Lunch and Treats. I about said this morning. Lunch and Treats this morning. Thank you all for joining us here on your SALUDANow. We'll be back after this break.
South Carolina Representative Cal Forrest is your conservative voice for Saluda and Lexington, representing House District 39 at the State House. You can see the latest legislation and connect with your representative at forestforhouse.com or like him on Facebook. Cones Meats at 1012 West Main Street in Ridge Spring is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Stop in anytime between then to stock up on all your favorite fresh and frozen meats. And go to our Facebook page and check out our weekly specials at Cones Meats LLC. Cromer Trucking, serving Saluda and the Southeast for 30 years with flatbed and dump truck services, sand, gravel, river rock, and many more products in stock. We understand every job is important and unique. Our experienced staff will ensure you get what you need when you need it. Call 864-445-4640 or visit us on Facebook or at cromertrucking.com. CarolinaConnect.com. For fast, reliable, affordable internet. It's internet made better because you deserve high-speed internet. Carolina Connect, powered by Aiken Electric Cooperative. To check availability in your area, visit carolinaconnect.com. Save time, save money, shop Crouch's first. Lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, from field to feed, we've got you covered. Visit us today at 508 North Main Street, Saluda, or call 864-445-0062. Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply.
It's the time, everybody, for joining us here, and we want to thank Ms. Lena, Louise, and Linda for opening the doors up to allow us to come in here at Lunch and Treats, which they are also one of our sponsors. And we were not able to be at Punk's PB and Jam because Ms. Gwen had knee surgery. But I talked to Punk last night at the JV game, and she is doing great, fellas.
Well, we want to wish her well, get back on her feet and get to jumping around. And I know she's kicking, just probably not real high right now, but we're thinking about her and just want to send out the best wishes to her and get well soon.
And definitely we want her back in Punk so we can aggravate her some more because she's probably got plenty of medicine, but we really want to aggravate her a lot more.
That's right. Well, everybody has been wondering about who is our celebrity picker today. And we have them in
Or call
already.
86
We
first.
flew them in and picked them up at the Saluda Airport. No, I'm just picking that calling in this morning.
CarolinaConnect.com. For fast,
But,
reliable, affordable.
We are glad to have with us Joey Cromer. Joey, thank you for joining us on SALUDANow.
Thank you for having me, Burton. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And where are you trucking at this morning?
Right now, I'm in Fountain Inn. I'm waiting on the youngest to wake up so I can get her ready and take her to daycare. My wife and oldest has already gone to school this morning. They have a running club every Friday, so that's where they are right now.
All right, I need to be out there with them.
Yeah.
Quit school.
All right, let's go through our picks for this week. And, of course, the game of the week, which we'll pick last, is Clemson and Florida State. No doubt that is the game of the week. But we're going to start off with the big game that everybody's been talking about. I think this is where College Game Day is going to be at Notre Dame, and it's Ohio State favored by 3.5, Joey.
I do not like Ohio State, and I do not like Notre Dame, so this is a tough one for me. I think I'm going to have to go with the Irish.
Okay.
I don't really have a reasoning behind it other than I think I hate Ohio State more.
I got you.
Yeah,
Jeffrey?
you know, and I'm kind of in the same boat with Joey. I do not like either team, but I am going to lean on the other side. I think Ohio State has a proven track record. Notre Dame, to me, has been kind of up and down, not near as consistent as Ohio State, so I'm going to take Ohio State in a close one.
Brandon?
Same boat far as fan participation on both sides. I'm going to lean toward Notre Dame at home.
All right, that's the upset there, and I'm going to stick with the Buckeyes. All right, Joey, the next one is the 7 o'clock kickoff as Penn State host Iowa. They're a 15-point favorite, the Nittany Lions are.
I don't think Iowa can even score 15 points, so I'm going with the Nittany Lions.
Jeffro.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I think Penn State continues to roll. Not really totally sold on them, but I don't think they'll have a trouble with Iowa, and they'll go ahead and win that one going away.
Okay.
Yes, at home, Penn State versus Iowa. I don't know if the spread will be covered, but Penn State will roll them.
All right, the next one on the card is a 7 o'clock kickoff, or 7:30, excuse me. It's Alabama hosting Ole Miss, and Alabama is favored at home by 7, Joey.
It's a little tough one for me. It's hard to bet against the Crimson Tide over the years. You know, they've been a dynasty, but they kind of fallen in that Clemson category this year. It seems like they're not following suit to the normal SEC hype, per se. And I think I'm going to try to go with the upset. They've already lost one at home to another SEC opponent, and I'm going to go with Ole Miss.
You know, I know Alabama's struggling. They got the quarterback carousel turning down there, and I think they'll come out. I think they run the ball. I think they give their quarterback some easy passes this week, something to really boost confidence, short passes, maybe get him out of the pocket a little bit, let him see receivers. And I think Alabama goes ahead and takes care of business, and I think they cover the spread plus.
I think it'll be a little closer. Alabama at home's going to be tough to beat. Anyhow, you know, like Jeffrey said, that quarterback position is shaky at best right now. So I think they make it simple. I think you'll see more running than you will passing, and Alabama probably ground and pound all the way to victory.
All right, I'm going with Ole Miss in the upset. I'm going to side with Joey on that one.
I hope y'all are right.
All right, the next one is another 7:30. My goodness, that's a popular time for some reason. Texas is going to be at Baylor, and the Longhorns are favored by 15.
I'm gonna go with Texas on this one. I think it'll be a close matchup. Since it's at Baylor.
Right.
Texas is one of the national championship contenders this year, and they kind of look the part so far. And I think they'll win, but it'll be a little bit closer than what everybody thinks.
Okay.
Texas has impressed me this year. Now, their win against Alabama is not looking quite as illustrious as it was, a few weeks ago. But for Bubba Coleman, who had, I think, some knee surgery, he's a big Texas fan. So for Bubba Coleman, I'm gonna say hook 'em horns, take care of business.
All right.
Texas over Baylor. Texas still riding high from that Alabama win. So I think it's not going to be a beatdown, but I think Texas pulls it out.
Okay, and I'm going to lean with y'all all on that one. Okay, LSU. This is a good SEC matchup. Is 18-point favorite at home in the other Death Valley against the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Joey, what's your thoughts?
I think quarterback Daniels over there is going to be too much for Arkansas. I think Arkansas might hang in there to start with, but I think LSU ends up covering that one.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed. I think LSU just turns out and runs wild. The key with LSU is if they start the game really well and they can get a couple drives under their belt and they kind of feed off of that energy. If they can have some success early, I think they'll roll on and really put it on Arkansas.
Brandon?
LSU and the Bayou at night, I think they take care of Arkansas pretty easily.
Got to agree with you there. All right. Now, the next game we see on the card is another SEC matchup. 12 o'clock start, noon kickoff, as Texas A&M hosts the Auburn Tigers. And Texas A&M is favored by 7.5, Joey.
I believe that 12th man home crowd is going to come into effect there. I think it'll be a low-scoring game, but I think Texas A&M pulls it out in the fourth.
To me, Auburn's just looked bad this year. They're not near what they were. I think Texas A&M takes care of business, and I think they cover the spread.
Texas at home against Auburn. I have to agree with Jeffrey. Auburn is not hitting on all the cylinders like they have been. Texas A&M rolls it.
Good. I hope Auburn loses twice because I can't stand it. All right. Now,
Loses twice.
the 3:30 matchup is Oregon Ducks and Colorado. And Oregon is favored at home, Joe, with 21 points.
I think the hype stops here. It
Yeah.
stops up there at Oregon. And, it's been fun to watch at times, and I think it's a little overhyped by the media a little bit, but I think reality sets in this week, and it's going to continue next week, and I think Oregon rolls.
And by the way, DJ is the Oregon quarterback, right?
No, he's Oregon
No,
State.
he's
He's
Oregon
Oregon
State.
State. Okay, I've got
Yeah.
the wrong team. I'm sorry.
If DJ was the quarterback, I'd probably pick Colorado. But I think Joey stole my Joey's got my notes. I think somehow he got my notes. I agree. Colorado, I think, comes. I guess 12 o'clock chimes on Cinderella this week. And people talk about them pulling out the win in overtime last week, but they were a 25-point favorite and really didn't look good. And have a play at the end of the game to even send it into overtime. So, I think the clock strikes 12 this weekend, and they find out what it's like to play a quality football team. I think it's a great story. I hope, I like Dion. I hope he has some success, but I don't think it'll be this weekend.
Okay. Brandon?
Yeah, I think the best pregame speech will go to Colorado, but I think the pep rally is over. I think Oregon rolls.
Pep rally's over. Okay. And by the way, Jeffrey, there was a team favored by 27 points last week, and they got by 10. So I believe it's a closer one than we're thinking on the card, but I definitely believe the Ducks quack it out. All right, 12 o'clock start. Oklahoma is going to be at Cincinnati, and the Sooners are favored by 15, Joe.
I'm going to go with Oklahoma. No, not too much reasoning behind it. I mean, they're kind of a hit or miss. They might score 70, and then they might score 20. So I just don't think Cincinnati can keep pace with them as long as they bring that offensive game that they've known to have over the years.
All right, Jeff Rose.
Yeah, Oklahoma. I like Brent Venables. I'm glad things are kind of turning around for him early this season. He deserves a lot of good. That don't mean you always get it, but I think they pull it out this weekend.
Brandon?
Yeah, I believe Brent's got his team dialed in for a one-hit wonder of Cincinnati from a year or so ago, but I don't think they have what it takes to stay with Oklahoma.
Venables wins again. All right, let's see here. We got I believe it's 8 o'clock, North Carolina and Pitt, and the Tar Heels are going to be making a trip up there to Pittsburgh, but they're favored a 7.5 point in this ACC matchup.
This one's a little tough for me also. I really like Drake May. I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with until his career ends at North Carolina. But Pitt at home is always underrated. I mean, it's almost like you gotta think about where you're going to twice. You can't just walk in there and get a W. So I'm gonna say North Carolina in a close one by a field goal.
Pitt is very tough. They always seem to trip up somebody on the year. To me, North Carolina's been a little bit inconsistent. They came out and looked like world beaters against South Carolina, then turn around and go into overtime with App State, or had a close game with App State. I'm gonna take Pitt in the upset.
Okay, Brandon.
North Carolina traveling, they, like Jeffrey said, you never know which way to bet on them, because they come out, like he said, looking like world beaters, and then at the other times they look like they're struggling. I think I'm gonna go with North Carolina, but I think it's gonna be a very close game.
All right, I got to go with Jeffrey on this one, Pitt. All right, now South Carolina is going to be hosting at Williams-Brice, Mississippi State, and the Gamecocks are favored by 6 points, Joey.
I live in a house divided. My wife's a big Gamecock. Oh yeah, my wife's a big Gamecock. That's where she got her doctorate from, and
Okay.
I'm a big Clemson fan. But I'm not a Gamecock hater. But this particular pick, I do like South Carolina at home. I think they've looked good the first 2 out of 3 weeks, and I think Will Rogers, I don't know what has happened to him. I know he was the man last year and would throw 300 or 400 yards passing every week, and this season he's not living up to his hype. So I'm gonna say South Carolina rolls. I think they covered the spread too.
Again, I'm gonna agree. Will Rogers last week looked like a true freshman quarterback, and he was totally lost. If Carolina can give Rattler a little bit of time to throw the ball, slow down the rush, run the ball in situations where they really need to, then I think Carolina rolls this weekend. I think they cover. Spencer Rattler, I was not sold on him, but I think he's a gamer. If he'd have put a drive together in the second half early, I think that game might have really turned out to be a little bit different. Georgia just out-talented him and basically had more depth. But I look for Carolina to roll this weekend.
Brandon?
Yeah, Carolina, they played a very good game last week, the first half. They just couldn't match up to the depth and the strength that Georgia put on them. But what I saw of that game, I mean, Carolina has shown a lot of potential, and I think they take Mississippi State.
All right, got to lean with you on that one. Now, Wake Forest and Georgia Tech, and Wake's favored at home by 4 against the Yellow Jackets.
I still consider the Yellow Jackets running wing T. I don't know why, but I guess that Paul Johnson era stuck in my head whenever they would always beat Clemson back in the day. So I've never been a fan of wing T offense. It's boring football to me, so I'm going Demon Deacons all the way.
All right, Jeffrey.
Georgia Tech's struggling. They haven't looked good this year, I didn't think. So I'm also going to go Wake Forest.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm about like Joey now. I'm still stuck in that wing T. I mean, I just can't get that out of my head. But I would really like to see, and I'm going to go with Wake Forest on this.
Okay, we got Texas Tech, and they're going to be at West Virginia. And Texas Tech is favored by 6, Joe.
I don't know much about either one of these teams, but I'm going to go with the favorite here for no particular reason. I haven't followed either one of them and kept up with them this season.
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go underdog. I'm going to take West Virginia. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about them. I saw West Virginia play a little bit, and they didn't look terrible when I saw them. I hadn't seen Texas Tech at all, so I'm going to go with the one I've seen a little bit, West Virginia upset.
Like me and Jeff must have been watching the same game. I think I saw a little bit of West Virginia. Seeing that they're at home and there's no more than less than a touchdown spread, I'll go with West Virginia.
Didn't they lose to LSU? Ain't that who they played?
I can't remember who they
I think
played.
it was LSU. Anyway, I'm going to go with the home favorite just by 1 point over Texas Tech. All right, Joey. The last one on the card before we get to the big game, and it's Louisville and Boston College. And who you picking there? 3:30.
Is it? Where's that game at? Is that at Boston College?
Yes, I'm sorry, Louisville. It's at Louisville.
That Louisville. Okay.
They favored
I'm
by
gonna
14.
stay with the home. I'm gonna stay with the home team on this one. Again, I'm an ACC guy, but ACC's been down for a while, so there's only a few teams I keep up with, and neither one of these are one of them.
All right. Jeff?
I'm gonna let Brandon go first on this one.
Okay.
No particular reason. I saw Boston College play a little bit last week, but I'm going to lean with the home team on this one and go with Louisville.
Okay. Different.
It's just something about Boston College that I like. They seem to play good football when they need to. I think this is a week they need to, and so I'm gonna go with Boston College here.
All right. I really don't know a lot about either one, but I do know either one of them is fine with me. But I think I'm going to go with Boston College. I'm different. So. Okay. This is the game of the week. Clemson and Florida State. And it's going to be at Florida State, right?
At Clemson.
No, it's in Clemson.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
at
Clemson.
Clemson Valley.
Yeah.
And it's 12 o'clock, which is an odd time. I thought that would definitely be a night game. But I think because of Clemson dropping out the top 25, that affected the TV time. But either way, it's going to be a breakfast tailgate, Joey. So what's your call on this one? And by the way, on this particular card, Florida State favored by 2. I have also seen Clemson favored. So, what you think, Joey?
I think it's going to be scrappy.
Yeah.
Both teams are looking to make a statement. Clemson's looking to make a rebound to show the nation that they are still a contender. And I still question that myself, to be honest with you. But I'm rooting for them. It's going to be a tough one. I'm glad it's at home. Jordan Travis has come a long way in the last 3 years. When I first saw him, I think it was the first game he ever played was against Alabama, and he got hurt. He never was the same that season. And, he has rebounded. He is a heck of an athlete, a heck of a quarterback. So if we can contain him as far as being mobile, I think our defense will keep us in the game because I think everybody knows our offense is very predictable and has been struggling for the past couple years, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go with Clemson, and I'm gonna say they're gonna cover because it's such a small spread. But that's what I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick to my Tigers.
So the transfer kicker's gonna make the difference.
He could, and I think it's gonna be a Cinderella story for him.
Okay. All right. Jeffrey.
Well, I tell you this: 2 words, Sam Espinoza.
Yeah.
If that's the kicker from Saluda,
Yeah.
he would be the man right now at Clemson.
That's
He would be
right.
banging them out, field goals left and right. And if Clemson had Sam Espinoza, I'd feel very confident in this game. 2-point spread scares me because it may come down to a field goal. Like I said, you just went and got a kid that had give up football to bring him back in and try to kick. It scares me a little bit. You play all these games and all this time, and it comes down to a kicker, and a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Now, I think we spy Jordan Travis. Defense plays well enough to keep us in the ball game, and Clemson, I'm telling you, somehow, some way, they'll end up looking like world beaters Saturday. They'll beat Florida State, and then we'll have a big conversation about where they should be. I think it just propels a lot of message boards and commentators' talks and analysts to continue to talk about them. So I'm going to take Clemson.
Okay. Right.
Burton, I bleed orange. I love the Tigers. I pull for them forever. I've been disappointed this year and somewhat last year. I kind of predicted to myself earlier this season, I think they win 8 games this year, and I think this is one of them that they lose. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think they're going to take a loss at home.
Well, you know what somebody told me last night at the JV game? Said the last time Dabo Swinney got somebody to transfer in to be the field goal kicker, and that's the only player he's actually looked for somebody. He was at a grocery store, and a bagger he was a bagger for a grocery store in Clemson. And he picked him up, and he wound up being a great kicker. And I don't know if that's a true story or not.
I think you're confusing that with Carolina's quarterback.
Well,
Didn't they get him out? Didn't they get him stocking shelves? I don't know. You're probably right.
But anyway, whatever it is, I'm gonna have to look it up. But I got a prediction. After this game, they keep looking for a kicker, and Florida State pulls it out and wins by a touchdown. And so I think you're gonna see another loss for Dabo, and it will be Mayhem Monday. But anyway, Joey, thank you so much for joining us here on SALUDANow.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good rest of the week.
And
Hey, enjoy yourself, Joey.
And that's also one of our sponsors, Cromer Trucking. We come and we want to encourage you. You can make the pick of the game of the week and score and win a $50 gift card. Just pick the correct score of the game of the week on the post on SALUDANow, Clemson versus Florida State. We come back, we're going to talk about tonight's game as Saluda travels to Gilbert, live there at Tomahawk Stadium. You're watching SALUDANow.
Portable internet. It's
Joey,
internet
thank you
made
so
better
much, bro.
because you deserve high-speed internet. Carolina Connect, powered by Aiken Electric Cooperative. To check availability in your area, visit carolinaconnect.com. Save time, save money, shop Crouch's First. Lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, from field to feed, we've got you covered. Visit us today at 508 North Main Street, Saluda, or call 864-445-0062. Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply. Jane Autry Insurance Services offers auto, home, farm, commercial, life, and health insurance. Having trouble navigating Medicare? Jane Autry will help you. Call us today and find the peace of mind you need at 803-685-0090. Jane Autry Insurance Services. Living. Call 844-AG-SOUTH. That's 844-AGSOUTH. Or visit agsouthfc.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 61978.
Aiken Electric Cooperative is to empower communities by providing reliable, competitively priced energy and other services desired by our membership. Aiken Electric Cooperative, your energy company, offers a wide variety of programs and services designed to enhance the quality of life of our member owner services. We're constantly finding programs, developing new ones. Just another way. We're always looking out for you at Aiken Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
We all need to be able to count on our jobs. Count on full-time hours and shift options. Count on competitive pay. Count on medical benefits and vacation pay. Count on on-site job training. Count on opportunities to grow into even higher paying jobs. Amick Farms is now hiring for all shifts in the food production industry. You can count on Amick Farms for a career. Visit amickfarms.com to apply today.
Berry Insurance Group offers auto, home, farm, commercial. Call Will Berry today, 803-307-0030. Visit us on our website, berryingroup.com, and talk to Will Berry about your insurance needs. CN Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today, 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153. And like us on Facebook, CM Tree Service. Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's First. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from feed to field. Yeti, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Salute or call 864-445-0063.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Edwards Heating and Cooling, Saluda, South Carolina, provides you excellent service when it comes to your HVAC unit. Keith and Dawn Edwards have many years' experience in the heating and cooling business. They invite you to call them today, 864-445-0088, or visit their website, edwardsandheatingcoolingllc.com. Go, Saluda Tigers! Gentry and Sons Fence Company, LLC. We provide quality with quality services, from chain link to and vinyl. Call for a free quote, 864-992-5425, and Justin and his boys will come out to give you a repair or install a new fence. Gentry and Sons Fence Company. When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
For over 30 years, Lake Murray Properties has been helping folks in Saluda and surrounding counties. We are here to assist you with all or your real estate needs, whether buying or selling lake residential or farmland. Call Tara Berry today, 803-260-0344, and visit our website, lakemurrayproperty.net. At Mid-Carolina Electric, we know the power and value of teamwork. Only by working together can we score our greatest achievements, both on and off the field. We're proud to be part of the Saluda team and continue to support our local students through programs like Bright Ideas, Washington Youth Tour, and awarding scholarships throughout the year. We're proud to invest in Saluda and your children's future. Just another way, we're in your corner at Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperative. Migs of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and pizza around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990. Live from Pump. And welcome back, everybody, to the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive. And we have been so glad to be here at Luncheon Treats today with Ms. Linda, Lena, and Louise. And we appreciate them having us out. I was hoping I'd get one of them come out here and say hello. But they're open every Thursday and Friday, 6 to 10, and then also 11 to 2 Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So come on out, be with them. Always a great meal and a great time to be with the folks here at Lunch Treats, who's also one of our sponsors. Well, fellas, we got a big game tonight, and I know it's going to be a great time. And excuse me, I'm trying to get my camera back up here, folks. A great time. We hadn't been to Gilbert, Jeffrey. I was trying to think the last time we were down there. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I actually was sitting here thinking about it, and I can't remember, last time I've been to Gilbert.
It might have been 18.
Yeah, it's been a while. But I look forward to going, to get down there, Tommy Hawk Stadium, and playing some good quality football. Gilbert's a quality team. Coach Lee Park's got those guys focused and ready to play. And like they said, it's the number 1 team in the Midlands. Saluda's number 5 in the Midlands, top 10. And this is the WIS Game of the Week. So it's going to get a lot of attention as well as it should. And we look for some good football and a good exciting night and a good pregame meal, Burton said.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked over the roster with Kevin Ashley this week, and I mean, the size and it's impressive for a school that close to us to having those size kids playing. I think strength and line of scrimmage is going to be the ball game tonight. And we do have speed. We have talent on both sides of the ball, but they just seem very deep on their roster.
Yeah, and that was a pretty impressive win last week for the Indians to beat Lexington.
Yeah, it was.
Is Lexington 4A or 5A?
Lexington's 5A.
Good gracious.
And they have outscored their opponents 153-54 this year.
So they must got a great defense. And to keep Lexington contained and not let them even score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Only a field goal.
Yeah, we're coming up against a good team. I mean, this is a really, like I said, when I say quality, it's a quality team. And we're good. Saluda's good. We have overcame a lot of things this year. We're facing some adversity. We've lost a couple key players in the season. And we're just looking to get out there and, like I said, play good football. And we eagerly anticipate this matchup. I'm ready to see it. I'm here. After last week being off, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
That's right, and we'll be down there tonight. The pregame starts at 7. The kickoff's at 7:30. There at Tomahawk Stadium in Gilbert. We come back. We're going to have the Coach Stuart Young Show here on your SALUDANow. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
What, big dog?
At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claims, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 844-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stuart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. with internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month. You can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with your Northland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. Pascon Roll-Off Container Services, now serving the Saluda area with commercial and residential front-load dumpsters. Pascon has the perfect size container to meet your needs with 2, 4, 6, and 8 cubic yard dumpsters. Contact Pascon at 803-359-9334 and partner with a family-owned business from right here in your local community. Visit them today online at pascon.net. Perez Tire, new and used tires, repairs and oil changes, brake change, balance and rotation of tires. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., 182 Lee Street, Johnston, and 108 Batesburg Highway in Saluda. Call for your tire size, 864-445-3732. Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole in our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. It's time for the Coach Stewart Young Show on your SALUDANow. The Coach Stewart Young Show is sponsored by The Added Touch. Looking for that special gift? Look no further than The Added Touch. Gift framing, decorating, bridal registry, and the latest Saluda Tiger wear is all at The Added Touch. Now here's our head coach, Coach Stewart Young. Coach Young, thank you for joining us here on SALUDANow.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Now, how was the win, the last game we had?
Well, it was fun. It wasn't fun at the time sometimes during the game, but we walked in at halftime and it was 7-0. And some of the kids were kind of pouty a little bit. And I said, guys, smile. We're having fun. This is fun football. It's a good game. Didn't come out in the second half and execute. We got down in the red zone to the 1 yard line and didn't get in. Defensively, we played pretty good, but we gave up one drive where we had some penalties with some effort penalties, almost grab a face mask or whatever, horse collar they call one, that extended the drive, ended up getting them to score. But then we made a foolish penalty and lined up offsides on the PAT, trying to get my attention. One of the kids was to try to rush from one side, and he stepped over the ball. So then Emerald decides to go for two, and we stopped him, and we kept the lead, and ended up getting a safety later in the game to make it 9-6. But it was a fun game in the fact that we got to win. It wasn't fun sometimes watching us fail to execute. But we got to do a lot better tonight. I can tell you that. Or it won't be a 9-6. It'll be a 40-6.
Well, Coach, I tell you, I find myself, and you're gonna tell me the same thing, but just so everybody else knows, those close, gritty, make this play games are what's going, I would think, propel us for the future games and with your region games and your playoff games. This is basically this preseason schedule is getting us ready for region and playoff, and games like that I think mentally prepare us, which is really important.
Yeah, a lot of these kids have never had to been the guy in games like that. A lot of them have. JT, Jalen, Nick, Drew. Kimane, we've got a bunch of them that have been in some big environments and big games, but then there's a lot of them that haven't, and they haven't had to be in the spotlight when crunch time's going on. And so, yeah, in that regard, it was good to get a gritty win, if that's what you want to, refer to it as, which it was. But we know we got to play better. We got to play better than we did Friday night in those playoff and region games, or we won't win the game. We may keep it close, but we're not going to win it. And we'll find out. Tonight's a huge test. I figure you're going to ask me next about Gilbert, so I'll just save you the trouble. Best team we've played, but not even close, hands down. Not that the other teams were not good. This is just another level. They don't have anybody going both ways. They probably could, but they don't need to. Whereas we've got 5 or 6 that play pretty much every snap of the game, special teams included. And that's okay. That's what we got to do. That's what we've got to do to try to give ourselves a chance to win. But they're well executed. I think they ran 32 different formations against Lexington. That's 52 formations in the last 3 games. That's kind of what they are. That's their identity. They do, and they don't change anybody off the field. So they got the same 11 guys lining up in 32 different ways. That's tough. That's tough to defend against, and you don't know which one they're going to lean on the most. And they've got an answer for everything. So if we stop this, they've got a formation that can stop to get you out of that, and it's just real complicated. So that's tough from the defensive side. From the offensive side, they've got a Shrine Bowl D lineman. One of the first. We're going to play 5 Shrine Bowlers in the next 3 weeks. So this is the first one. Gilbert. He's a good ball player, but they got other guys that are just as good. If you looked at the tape, you wouldn't be able to pick out which one's the Shrine Bowler up front because they're all that good. In fact, the defensive front's coming back from last year, so it's the same big guys we played against last year. We got to be able to be more unpredictable, maybe a little bit, I should say, on offense. But at the same time, we got to execute what we do best, and that's running the football, giving it to Maine and Braden. And so we got our hands full. They'll have a huge crowd, too. Our kids never played in front of what they're fixing to play in front of tonight. Besides the few that played against Strom Thurman last year in the playoffs in Abbeville. But this crowd's going to be – and I hope our crowd, I'm sure we will, come it should be a really big environment of it, Gilbert America.
When is the last time we were at Gilbert? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, Coach.
I know the answer. 2014, my first year. Okay. We lost I can't remember the scores. We were down 8, I think, and we kicked an onside kick to try to get it back, and they picked it up and ran it back in. We taught our kids about that today. If we have to kick an onside kick, you still got to cover because they can recover it and run with it. But, yeah, it was my first year, 2014. Okay. Yep.
And they were here last year, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And it was a big crowd that night here at Saluda.
Probably, since my head coaching days, that was the most money we've made that night right there. That according to the figures and the ticket sales and all. So I don't know if it was the biggest crowd because I don't know what the ticket prices have been, but as far as monetarily, that was the most we made. And
this is a big game for them, I'm sure, and it's a lot of height, which I know you don't even.
Well, they had a big one last week now. They played 5'8", number 3 Lexington and spanked them. Should have beat them by 3 touchdowns. So they've been in a big game. They had one last week, whereas we were sitting at home, which was good. We needed a week off. Getting our guys back healthy. I don't know if you could see, but Kimane could hardly even run last week. And he don't tell anybody, but he couldn't hardly go. We were very fortunate we got out of that one. I'm telling you, that was tough. And so hopefully we got everybody back healthy and refreshed and ready to go.
And we want to see you all out there tonight. The pregame starts on SALUDANow at 7 o'clock, and 7:30 is the kickoff there at Tomahawk Stadium. Live from Gilbert, South Carolina, and Coach Lee Park. He has been good to talk with us this week. It's hard to believe he's been there, 23 or 24 years?
No, he ain't been at Gilbert that long. He's been coaching that long.
Okay, I got you.
He's won the most games at Gilbert in history this past year. Or this year, he did it against South Aiken. He's now the winning. He beat Coach Woolbright's record of wins at Gilbert, but he's been at Swansea before and Thurman. But as a head coach, I think Swansea, and then Gilbert. But he's a heck of a friend of mine. We talked a lot last night at the JV game. we stood on the sideline and talked, and we respect each other. We coached together in the Metro Bowl in 2019, right before COVID hit. So we think a lot of each other. At least I think a lot of him. I think he does of me as well. So we get along fine. Yeah.
I think that's awesome, Coach. And not playing the game last week, it really, and you're in football season, it really makes you long for you, on Friday night. You're like, okay, we're missing it. And I'm telling you, I'm just excited to get over there. And I tell you, win, lose, or draw, I know we're going to see a good football game. I know we're going to learn a lot. I know we're going to improve, and that's what this is all about. And I really can't. I mean, I'm excited about going. I mean, I might go over there right now and just sit and stand, get ready.
Yeah.
But we're pumped, man. We're excited, and just love our Tigers.
Well, I appreciate it.
We definitely missed it. I mean, Friday night when the home team's not playing, it's a downer. I mean, this is going to be a good challenge. This is going to be a good measuring stick. You don't really know how tall you are till you measure yourself. And tonight, I think, will be the hardest challenge of the season so far. And like I said, you play in a bigger team that has more depth than you, but there's a David and Goliath in every one of them. So I'm looking forward to it tonight. And like I said, we love our Tigers. We'll follow them.
Well, it's kind of like a midterm exam. We're halfway through the season, and now they're sending us to the exam in the middle of the year. Because this is a tough challenge, like you said. I like that measuring stick analogy. I may use that with my kids today.
Use them. Use it.
I won't give you credit, but I'll use
it.
No,
I don't.
But no, seriously, exam, and midterm, and we'll find out are we a D student, C student, B student, A student, and then what we got to do to improve. Because the good thing is it doesn't really count. I mean, it counts in our hearts and our minds and our feelings and our emotions, but on the end of the day, starting next week, we're 0-0 just like everybody else in the state.
Yeah.
I mean, and I got to make sure our kids understand all of this as well. Even if we win, we're still 0-0. We're not 5-0. In the big scheme. And so, but that's the beauty of high school football is you get to learn. You got different seasons, preseason, pre-region, region, playoffs, and every one of them you have to turn the intensity up. And so this is kind of good to end on this first one with this type of game because our intensity will already be up.
And it's funny that you say that because Nyla is in 7th grade. Okay, she's playing volleyball at the high school. So we had this conversation the other day. I was like, okay, you have these games that you want to win, but you're learning in because it really don't matter. Then you have regions. She said, what's that mean? I was like, those are the games you want to win because then then you have your third season of playoffs. And she's just looking at me like, I'm teaching trigonometry to her. And I was like, okay, baby, we got this. But you got to learn, we learn, we fine tune, and then you got to win. And that's explaining that to her. I hope I give her a better understanding of it. But that's exactly right. When you said, I actually smiled because I just had this conversation last week. So getting your kids to understand that and is tough, and it's something that they understand. Like, oh, okay, then.
And if it's a bad experience, you hope to have short-term memory. And if you come off and pull off a victory, I mean, you want them to use that to ride it on out the next week as your ammo to going into next week. So
yep.
Somebody told me that we never lose, we win and we learn. And that's what that L stands for: learn, not lose. And I was like, I never really thought about that, but you do. You win and you learn, and that's a great way to look at things. And I just can't wait for tonight.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us, and we want everybody to come out tonight, don't we?
Yes, sir. Let's have a big crowd, a lot of purple in there to offset that red and black.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it, and I know we'll have a good crowd there. That's great. So let's go see what happens.
And we thank Coach Young for being here, and we thank the Added Touch for sponsoring the Coach Stewart Young Show. Come back, we'll wrap up the program here from Lunch and Treats. Thank you, Coach.
Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us. 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Cholula 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. hungry.
PB jamming.
Oh, I need something in my tummy.
PB jamming.
Oh, I got a lot of munchies.
Or a sandwich or a Twinkie or something cold to drink.
Cold to drink.
You supposed to say punk PB and jam, fool.
Punk's PB and jam, fool.
You know you supposed to say punk PB and jam, dummy.
Punk's PB and jam, dummy.
Come to Punk PB and Jam. We open Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come see us. We'll see you there.
When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics.
Reclaim Physical Therapy. Call us today at 803-317-6159 to book an appointment in our private one-on-one treatment environment or schedule an in-home PT visit. Reclaiming wellness on the path to wholeness. Reclaim Physical Therapy. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through Physicians Order Services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or saludanursing.org. Saluda Truck and Tractor Pool, the hottest pool in the South, at SaludaYoungFarmer.org. Congratulate our 2021 Saluda Young Farmer Scholarship recipient, Adriano Derrick, Wyatt Doolittle, Dawson Holzenbach, Quentin Miller, and Drew Proctor. At Saluda Young Farmers, we're committed to build a better community. Thanks for your support. The Charlie Foundation. And we're here to wrap it up here on the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive live from Punk's BG and Jam. Excuse me, we're at luncheon trees. My mind's slipping on me this morning. But listen, we thank so much for Linda having us out, and Lena and Louise. They're here serving breakfast up until 10 o'clock this morning. And then they'll be back for lunch from 11 to 2. All right, Jeffrey, any final thoughts you have this morning?
Hey, not really, Bert. I think you said it all in the show. I think we had a great show today. Just can't wait to get there tonight. Just excited about the opportunity. Want to see some good football. Like I said, it's exciting.
Yeah, coming off a week of not having a date for Friday night, we're ready.
Okay. All right, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all out, all of you out there tonight. Come on out and say hi to us in the SALUDANow zone, and we're looking for a great crowd. Now, Coach Young said that Gilbert was going to have a lot of folks. I believe we'll have a lot of folks from Saluda there, especially since it's the game of the week on Channel 10, and we hope that we see you there. For everybody at SALUDANow, we want to wish you a happy Friday, and again, one more time, thank you, Lunch and Treats, for hosting us today. You have watched the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive live from Punk's PB and Jam. Thank you for watching us, everybody. Glenn's conservative voice at the State House, Billy Garrett. From bringing new businesses to the Lakeland, to speaking to young people at schools, to recognizing civic organizations as well as getting legislation passed at the State House. Your senator is working hard for you, Billy Garrett. The Charlie Foundation, building a brighter future here in Saluda. Since its inception, they have been working with Piedmont Technical College to make scholarships available to young people, as well as Girls State and Boys State, and community projects to make Saluda a better place. The Charlie Foundation, building a brighter future here in Saluda County. The Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan specializes in family court matters and representing individuals injured in automobile collisions. At the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, you get experienced, compassionate results. When you need legal representation, call 803-785-7879 or email Nancy at nancyjordanlaw.com. The Ridge Baptist Association is 24 member churches sharing the gospel of Christ. We partner together, serve alongside each other, learn from one another, and connect to God. We invite you to come visit us this Sunday in one of our member churches. Ridge Baptist Association, better together.
12 hours in a barbershop seems like a long time, which it is. But I tell you what, doing something that you like makes it a lot easier.
The South Carolina Education Lottery has provided over $800 million to help students attend technical colleges across our state, investing in a new generation of entrepreneurs, just like James.
The town of Saluda, working together for the betterment of our municipality. We encourage the Tigers tonight, both on the field and off the field, as they work in the classroom. And we are a proud supporter of SALUDANow. The Wills Agency, your local nationwide insurance agent, is open to serve you with offices in Aiken, Batesburg, and Saluda. Call for your free quote today for auto, home, life, and business. Let me help you save today. James S. Wills Agency. Nationwide is on your side.
I wouldn't want to see Brett Rooney
Timeless Roofing,
dive in my
over
pool
25 years
in his
experience,
birthday
licensed and insured.
I wouldn't
Before and
look
after, you can see quality and integrity. Never gets old. TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-687-4184. Tell them Cuz sent you. Farmers, Senator Billy Garrett, the Charlie Foundation. It's the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive, live from Plymouth, PB&J. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years in experience, licensed and insured, Quality and integrity never get old at TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-853-0021. The Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive, live from Punk's TV and Jam, is sponsored by Ag South, Aiken Electric Cooperative, Amy Farm, Berry Insurance Agency, CM Tree Service, Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Gentry & Sons Fencing, H&R Block, KRA Exterminator, Lake Murray Property, Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperative, Mix of Soil, Motorcoat Paint and Body Car Sale, Newberry Hospital, Northland Gable, Pascon Robot Services, Perez Tire, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing, Punk's PB and Jam, Ramey Funeral Home, Reclaim Physical Therapy, Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, Saluda Young Farmers, Senator Billy Garrett, the Charlie Foundation, the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, the Ridge Baptist Association of Churches, the South Carolina Department of Education, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, the Wills Agency Nationwide Insurance, TimelessRoofingSC.com, and Tucker's Lawn Service and Landscape. We're so glad that you tuned in to Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive, live from Punk's TV and Jam. Call in your comments and questions at the Timeless Roofing call-in line, 864-980-7768. You're watching SALUDANow.